Hey guys, how are we doing? Back in another video from Too Spooky. I figured I'll check out some of his 10 things you probably didn't know about videos from time to time. I'm not going to do like next one. I like to mix it up. Like I like checking out the Explaining the Millennium Items one from Yu-Gi-Oh! That was cool. I like Obito, and I like how he's named these probably didn't know. Winds me up, there's a channel I used to watch, Looper, where they'd be like 10 things you didn't know, and then you watch it and you're like, some of those you're like, I did know. Why are you making me feel like an idiot? You're an idiot. I knew this. So, this is 10 things you probably didn't know about Obito. Interesting character. Let's see what he has to say.
How's it going, everybody?
Hi.
Too Spooky here. And I know it's been a little while, but today we're going to be finally continuing this little series about the Akatsuki.
Alright, so
Not too many members are left at this point, but today we're going to be counting down 10 facts about Obito Uchiha.
Cool.
This video was suggested by a whole lot of you guys. Considering
big
Obito
group
is
of you.
essentially the leader of the
Damn.
Akatsuki from behind the scenes, it's really no surprise that so many of you suggested this one.
Cool.
So thank you so much to everyone who did suggest him, and without further ado, let's just jump right into this one.
Okay.
Number 1. There's a rather large plot hole or inconsistency involving Obito.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, it's quite the inconsistency, considering we never really received any explanation for it. But you may remember that individuals such as Itachi, Sasuke, and Kakashi all had the Mangekyo Sharingan.
Yeah.
Kakashi's Mangekyo Sharingan in particular was also originally Obito's, which means that they are connected, so just keep that in mind as well. But it was established pretty early on that those who use the techniques of the Mangekyo Sharingan will suffer immense strain on their eyes, and their eyesight will also deteriorate until they are eventually blind from more use of these techniques. We saw this happen with all of the individuals we listed previously, except for Obito.
Hashirama
It was
cells.
also established pretty early on that the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan was the only known method to remedy this strain
by taking
and
the other person's
restore
eyes.
the user's eyesight.
He has the Hashirama cells.
But the thing is, Obito didn't have the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan.
Hashirama cells.
He had the regular Mangekyo Sharingan. So it brings up the question as to how Obito was able to use his Mangekyo technique, which was Kamui, constantly without any strain on his eye. Also, unlike the other individuals where they only used their techniques every so often, Obito was using Kamui pretty much constantly. Sometimes it even seemed like it was always active. So this right here is where this big inconsistency comes in. Because how in the world was Obito able to use this technique without any strain on his eye or going completely blind for that matter? It just doesn't make any sense at all, and leaves behind a pretty decent-sized plot hole instead of any explanation. Number 2.
So
before Obito was
cells.
officially introduced in Boruto's dad Shippuden, he made a few small cameos in the first part of Boruto's dad. Huh? What do you mean the Boruto's dad meme is dead already? God damn it. Anyway, on the cover page of Chapter 16, we can see Obito in a picture of Team Minato on Kakashi's desk next to Team 7's picture. And then Obito makes another cameo in Chapter 122, when the third Hokage remembers him, along with the rest of Team Minato. Number 3. For some reason, Obito is not listed as a Senjutsu user or a Yang release user in the 4th databook. But the thing is, Obito is a user of the 6th Path Senjutsu and has access to Yang release. I originally thought the reason for this could be because the databook was released before the series completion, and therefore I thought maybe it was released before Obito had access to these things in the series.
Possibly.
But as I found out, the databook covers information up to Chapter 691. Which is only 9 chapters before the final chapter. And Obito had definitely had access to these things for a little while by that point. So really, there's no reason this shouldn't have been in the 4th databook. Number 4.
Interesting.
In certain Naruto-related video games, such as Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, Obito is able to use different fire-related jutsu. But the only thing is, he's wearing a mask.
How
and
does he?
He doesn't take it off whenever he uses those
That's
techniques.
brilliant.
And
How is
the
he
same
using
goes
it?
for Kakashi, so it kinda looks a little bit fishy. And if that's not interesting enough for you, Obito completed 135 missions in total before he was presumed dead. He completed 86 D rank, 24 C rank, 24 B rank, 1 A rank, and 0 S rank.
Right, okay.
Number 5. Obito's birthday was February 10th, making him an Aquarius, and he was 31 years old when he died. Number 6. 31. Obito accomplished some pretty impressive things, or at least attempted some impressive things at a young age.
I like how we got his
right
birthday
off the
and what
bat, when he
star
was
sign he
only 9 years old, he became a Genin. And then when he was 11 years old, he became a Chunin, which also just happened to be on his birthday. At the age of 13, Obito died, but as we know, he was actually saved by Madara.
Yep.
Then, a year later, Obito was only 14 years old when he unleashed the nine-tailed fox upon Konoha
tall
and
for a
fought his former
14-year-old
sensei
fighting
Minato. So although his
whatever.
attempt at attacking the village ended up being a failure in the grand scheme of things, or at the very least not what Obito had hoped to achieve, Obito was still able to execute one of the deadliest attacks, if not the deadliest attack, on the village at only the age of 14. Number 7. Something you may have missed was that Obito was planning on attacking the Leaf Village a second time only a few years after his first attempt with the nine-tailed fox.
Right.
However, Itachi became aware of Obito's existence and decided to seek him out, hoping to make a deal with Obito. The deal was Itachi would carry out Obito's revenge against the Uchiha clan in exchange for Obito leaving the village completely alone, to which Obito accepted. Then, after Itachi's death, we see that Obito is finally able to attack the village once again. At least he planned to. This shows us that quite possibly the only reason Obito didn't attack the village a second time before this was not only because he made a deal with Itachi, but instead because he didn't think he would be able to defeat Itachi on his own.
Maybe.
And Itachi being alive in the first place could have been the sole reason Obito was never able to launch another attack until Itachi's death. Another interesting thing is that even if Itachi was clever and strong enough to persuade Obito to back down from attacking the village, Itachi was never able to actually figure out who Obito really was, and always thought that Obito was truly Madara Uchiha even up to Itachi's death. So even if Obito didn't think he was strong enough to defeat Itachi, Obito was smart enough to fool Itachi the entire time. Number 8. For some reason, there's quite a bit of confusion in regards to Obito's actual height and weight.
Right.
When Obito was using the alias of Toby, the third databook lists his height as 5 feet 7 inches tall, or 175 centimeters tall. Then the fourth databook lists his height as 5 feet 10 inches tall, or 182 centimeters tall. Then to make things even more confusing, Studio Pierrot claims that Obito is 5 feet 9 inches tall, or 180 centimeters tall. So his actual height is a little bit of a mystery, but I feel like the fourth databook is probably the most accurate. And then when it comes to his weight, we have somewhat of the same issue. In the third databook, his weight is listed as 123 pounds, or 55.9 kilograms. And then in the fourth databook, it is listed as 154 pounds, or 70.3 kilograms. So it's just all sorts of confusing. In addition to all of that, his blood type is O. Number 9. In chapter 602, when Obito first met Madara, Obito called Madara his honorable forefather, or he called him his ancestor depending on the translation. Now, Obito could just be referring to the fact that Madara is an Uchiha like himself, or it could very well be possible that Obito is a direct descendant of Madara. This could further be speculated considering the fact we don't know anything about Obito's parents, or his immediate family for that matter. The only member of Obito's family that we do know of would be Obito's grandmother, but she was just an anime-only filler character, so that doesn't really count. So I want to know what you guys think. Could Obito be a direct descendant of Madara? Well, let me know what you guys think down below.
It's always possible, isn't it?
And the moment that you've all been waiting for...
Number 10.
Number 10. Due to Obito's attack on the village and his need to separate Kushina from Minato, Obito actually got to hold Naruto as a baby before either of his parents.
Really too spooky? That's the fact you're going to close this video with?
Well, what's wrong with it?
I mean, it's not terrible, but it's a little bit underwhelming for the last fact. If you ask me.
Well, I didn't ask you, but whatever. I guess I'll just throw in a little bonus since you're so unsatisfied.
Why, thank you. That would be very pleasant.
Anyways, this isn't going to be much of a bonus, but something that a lot of people
so
don't
bizarre.
really know about is that Obito isn't actually Toby. I mean, in a way, Obito is Toby and always will be Toby, but Toby was just an alias that Obito used.
Yes.
And the spiral white Zetsu was confirmed to be the actual Toby in the 4th data book.
That's where the personality
if
comes
you
from.
guys want to know more about this particular fact, I actually made 2 videos discussing it a while back.
Interesting.
Although the first video kinda sucked eggs. So if you guys want to learn more about it, make sure to click here for Toby Explained. I've also been a guest on the ADA podcast a total of 3 times
I do
now,
like
so there will
that
be
he
a
threw
link
it
to
in.
that
It's like
playlist
Toby
here,
was the
and I
first
highly
person.
suggest you
Obito
guys go
was
check
the
it out.
first
We've had
person to
some
hold Naruto
pretty
as a baby.
fantastic conversations so far,
I think that's an
and there's
interesting
much
fact.
more to come, so go check it out, please. And if you guys are just feeling like some more Akatsuki facts, well, feel free to click here for 10 facts about Conan. Thanks
I might
as
eventually
always for
check those
watching,
out.
guys. Feel free to follow my social media, links down below, and I will see you all soon with a new video.
Cool, right? I did like that last fact. I thought that last fact was interesting. Like, Obito was the first person to hold Naruto as a baby. It's an interesting fact to me. And that first one, I'm pretty damn sure that like you'll all agree with me. He's constantly being healed and stuff. It's healing it. The Hashirama cells that he's got, they're like, yeah, that's why he didn't go blind. I don't know. That's just where my brain went anyway. But thank you guys very much for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys. Thanks all you guys next time.